we were both single. We went on a double date she was on a date with another guy and I was on a date with another girl.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are a Hollywood couple that are iconic for so many reasons. From their amazing talent as actors, to the way they can go viral for roasting each other one minute and looking stunning on a red carpet the next. The couple have a marriage and family life that we don't get to see too often in Hollywood. But do we really know everything there is to know about the happy duo? Well, considering the fact that the jury was out for the longest time on the name of their third daughter, and fans had to resort to Taylor Swift lyrics to try and figure it out, we'll have to admit that most people don't know all the details about their 10-year-old marriage. So buckle up, because we're taking a look at all the things we didn't know about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' marriage. Ryan Reynolds may have been the first live-action Green Lantern, but he wasn't the first character in Blake Lively's love life. The Age of Adeline actress has an impressive list of famous exes, including her Gossip Girl co-star Penn Badgley, and she made a notable appearance on Leonardo DiCaprio's list of under 25-year-old girlfriends. Blake was also rumored to have dated her current husband's Hollywood twin, Ryan Gosling, but that was never confirmed. To his credit, Ryan Reynolds also has an epic history of Hollywood romances, and most of his relationships didn't end at just the boyfriend tag. Although he is definitely a handsome actor, famous for being sought after, Ryan has never really been single since he stepped foot in the spotlight. His list of known exes runs quite long, but most notably, he was engaged to Alanis Morissette for a few years, and actually got married to fellow A-lister Scarlett Johansson, but their entire relationship was kept private, not one to let love find him. Ryan Reynolds had a series of flings in search for love, and his high-profile partners include Sandra Bullock and Charlize Theron. And that was when love came in like fireworks, and Ryan was sucker punched because the person was none other than his very, very good friend, Blake Lively. They were friends for several years. After starring alongside each other in the 2011 Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds, who headlined as the titular character, and Blake Lively, who played his love interest, Carol Ferris, kicked up a friendship, and while they weren't necessarily best friends, they were always checking in on each other. During the period that filming ended and the movie was released, neither Blake nor Ryan were in committed relationships, and according to Blake, they were actually helping each other look for potential partners. Talking to People magazine about the friendship that started their love story, Blake said, "We were such good friends for so long, and we both got to know each other as friends. So when we were both single, we were still trying to find each other's, oh, who would be good for you? And it didn't click for, a good year and a half."
And it didn't click for a good year and a half of like, oh hey, wait, hold on, we could date.
Ryan also confirmed the slow burn beginning of their relationship, as he recounted a particularly awkward situation. For about a year after Green Lantern had come and gone, and we were both single, we went on a double date. She was on a date with another guy, and I was on a date with another girl. And it was like the most awkward date for the respective parties, because we were just like fireworks coming across.
And that was the most awkward date for their respective parties, because we were just like fireworks coming across the... Yeah.
After the fireworks went off, and they realized that they were each what the other person was looking for in a partner, the two decided to try out a relationship. And it was a perfect fit, if we do say so. Ryan Reynolds recalled the moment things started to seem not so platonic for him while speaking to GQ for his 2016 Man of the Year interview. He said, "We were hanging out at this little restaurant in Tribeca that's open really late, and this song came on and I was just like, wanna dance?" No one was in there, so it was just totally empty. And it was just one of those moments where halfway through the dance it was like, oh, I think I just crossed a line. And then I walked her home and, I don't really need to go into what happened after that. And in 2021, Ryan talked about how their relationship progressed on the Smartless podcast. "We hung out and we always kind of kept in touch, sort of casually. And next thing you know, she was going to Boston. I was going to Boston and I said, I'll ride with you. I was just begging her to sleep with me." Later on, Ryan referred to their relationship as something out of a fairy tale, and he knew they were supposed to be together, saying, "A week later, I was like, we should buy a house together." And we did. Continuing, "We've been together almost 10 years. That's like 45 years in Hollywood terms." Ryan is known for hilariously tweaking the details of how the romantic relationship really started. From claiming to have begged for intimacy to an Instagram Mother's Day post where he wrote that he never could have predicted anonymous airport bathroom sex would lead to this. But one thing that remains constant is that they fell in love fast and hard, and they were married about a year after news of their relationship hit the press, and fans were definitely pleased. One Twitter user wrote, "Just found out Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are married. Like, can a couple get any more perfect?" Well, Blake and Ryan are the closest thing to perfection. Although there was one error in their wedding planning that nearly got them canceled. Blake and Ryan got married in 2012 at the same location in Charleston, South Carolina, where The Notebook was filmed. And while that seems romantic at first, it just so happens to be a former plantation site that is associated with slavery, and that just sours the whole picture of their wedding. Of course, the couple has addressed and acknowledged the mistake, with Ryan telling Fast Company in 2020 about how remorseful he and his wife are about the situation. "It's something we'll always be deeply and unreservedly sorry for," he said. The Free Guy actor added that, "Shame works in weird ways. A giant fucking mistake like that can either cause you to shut down, or it can reframe things and move you into action. It doesn't mean you won't mess up again, but repatterning and challenging lifelong social conditioning is a job that doesn't end." The actor went on to explain that he and his wife had gotten married at home years later, but the apology was a bit too late, as fans received it with mixed feelings. While some fans were of the idea that the apology was outdated, like this Twitter user who wrote, "I'm glad that I see everyone eternally dragging Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds for getting married on a plantation, because they should literally have to live with that poor decision for the rest of their lives." Others were more accepting about their remorse. Like this person who wrote on Twitter, "I appreciate that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively not only apologized for their plantation wedding, which was a shameful, awful mistake, but actually took things a step further and are attempting to make a difference. So many folks forget that second part." Continuing in a second tweet, the user added that, "I guess folks can still hate them forever if they want, but I feel like a distinction should be made between people who made a bad mistake out of ignorance and people who are just terrible and have a pattern of bad behavior. People should be given the space to do better, in my opinion." And that seems to be the majority sentiment, as the couple put their money where their mouths were and went all out to support anti-racist movements. But that's not the only pledge that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds stay committed to. While their plantation wedding was not the best idea, their marriage is definitely a beauty to behold. And according to Blake, the secret ingredient is not what you would expect from a Hollywood love story. They have a friendship that has lasted for over a decade, and that makes it easy for them to joke around, especially with roasting each other and sharing bits of their home life without revealing too much to the public. And the friendship they have shines through in the playful banter that makes them end up in headlines for the posts and captions they make every birthday, anniversary, special moments, and even random posts. There have been so many instances where Ryan Reynolds has cropped out his wife in posts he makes about her, like this 2017 Instagram post, where her face is barely visible, as he wishes her a happy birthday, and 2 years later when he posted only pictures where she had her eyes closed, looking funny or just totally unaware. Ryan has also trolled Blake for looking like the subject of a controversial New York Post headline. The news link, posted on Twitter in 2018, was titled, "Woman who had sex with 20 ghosts is now engaged to a spirit," and the attached image of the woman looked similar to Blake Lively, as fans were quick to point out. Never passing up an opportunity to roast his wife, Ryan commented on the post with, "This is how I find out," and the internet had a field day with his comment, as it went viral in minutes. But Blake gives it just as good as she takes, and some might say even better. In October 2020, Ryan Reynolds, who is originally from Canada, was able to vote in the United States for the very first time. And of course, Blake didn't miss the chance to sneak in a troll. She posted a picture of them after they voted and captioned it saying, "It was Ryan's first time. He was understandably scared. It all happened so fast, like really fast. He wept. I pretended to weep. Then he called all his friends. #VoteEarly. Ryan was quick to follow up on the joke about his virginity, and he shared the pictures on his page with the caption, "This is my first time voting in America. I'd like to thank my wife Blake for making my first time so gentle and loving. It was super scary at first, then exciting, and now I'm a little tired, but proud. #VoteEarly. For a couple that has explored both the action and comedy ends of the acting industry, with a lot of other projects in between, Blake and Ryan are the perfect pairing of fun, easygoing carefreeness and serious, committed hard workers. And that shines through in everything they do, from Ryan's entrepreneurial ambitions, like the famous aviation gin, to Blake's intense and never-ending kitchen phase, and their back-to-back red carpet hits. Star power. They know how to rock a red carpet. Between GQ's 2016 Man of the Year and multiple appearances on Vogue covers, there is no question about the beauty and star power that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have, and they bring it out on the red carpet time and again, so much so that Blake is referenced as the Beyoncé of red carpets. Most recently, the couple trended for their appearance at the May 2022 Met Gala, with fans praising them. One fan cheered them, saying, "Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were the only ones who brought their A game to the Met Gala. As usual, they never disappoint." And another Twitter user wrote, "No thoughts, just this picture of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds at the Met Gala." As co-chairs of the 2022 Met Gala, it was expected that they would show up and show out. But Blake Lively truly stunned the world, and Ryan Reynolds was the perfect addition for red carpet perfection. Speaking of additions, the two beautiful actors have definitely added a lot of beauty to the world with the birth of their daughters, James Inez and Beauty, or any type of dad. Ryan Reynolds loves his family, and he loves his daughters. And Blake has actually confirmed that he has fun being on diaper duty. But one thing a lot of fans didn't know is that for a long time, Ryan didn't think he would have the life he currently does. After mentioning how much he loves being a girl dad, he jokingly told Kelly and Ryan, Seacrest, on their TV show, "I did not expect to be a girl dad. I didn't expect to be a dad. I didn't expect to get married. I mean, the whole thing is part of the Hollywood arrangement ship. But Ryan Reynolds is a girl dad, and he does an incredible job of it. And that's just like the cherry on top of the beautiful, fun, private marriage that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have." Genuine Hollywood friendships are rare, but friendships that morph into a beautiful relationship are even rarer. And Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds might just be unicorns of the industry, because not only have they been married for 10 years, they also started out as friends for a very long time, before they even started dating. Talk about a true rom-com. What do you think makes Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds such a fun couple? Do you have a favorite part about their love story? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this story, feel free to like this video and subscribe to The Chronicle for more inside stories on your favorite celebrities.